Under the blazing Pampanga sun, nestled in the shadow of Mount Arayat, the once dormant Basa Air Base stands as a testament to resilience and renewal. Decades ago, during the fiery days of World War II, this airstrip was a vital hub of aerial might, launching daring Allied missions against Japanese invaders. Fighter planes roared across its skies, and its hangars bustled with activity, embodying the spirit of a nation fighting for freedom. But as the years passed, the echoes of those heroic missions faded into silence. Rust claimed the edges of its once formidable infrastructure, and its proud runways became relics of a bygone era. Forgotten and neglected, Basa Air Base became a symbol of a nation grappling with its uncertain defense identity. Now, after decades of quiet slumber, Basa Air Base is reawakening, its revival fueled by an urgent mission to counter the rising tide of China's assertiveness in the South China Sea. As Beijing transforms reefs into militarized outposts and threatens the sovereignty of Indo-Pacific nations, the Philippines has turned to its historical ally, the United States, to breathe new life into this storied outpost. The question looms: can Basa Air Base rise to the challenge and become the frontline defense against the juggernaut that is China? This thrilling new chapter is not just a revival of infrastructure, it is a rekindling of a nation's resolve to safeguard its future. In the heart of Pampanga, where the sun casts long shadows over the lush plains, the historic Basa Air Base is undergoing a transformation that echoes far beyond the borders of the Philippines. Once a linchpin in the country's defense strategy during World War II, this airbase is now at the center of a renewal project that is as much about geopolitics as it is about national pride. Spearheaded under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement with the United States,
the rehabilitation of the 2,800-meter Basa Air Base runway alone cost $25 million or equivalent of 1.4 billion pesos.
The Basa Air Base Renewal Project is a calculated response to the escalating tensions in the South China Sea, where China's growing assertiveness has sent ripples across the Indo-Pacific region. The Basa Air Base Renewal Project isn't just about rebuilding runways or modernizing hangars. It's about reestablishing the Philippines' role as a key player in regional security. The project includes the construction of advanced radar systems, fortified facilities, and upgraded runways capable of supporting fifth-generation fighter jets. These enhancements transform Basa Air Base into a pivotal node for joint U.S.-Philippine military operations, ensuring rapid deployment capabilities in the face of potential threats. During the Balakatan exercises, a record-breaking 17,600 troops from the U.S. and the Philippines used Basa Air Base as a hub for joint drills. The exercises, which included live fire drills simulating the defense of a contested island, demonstrated the base's renewed strategic importance. The project's significance extends beyond the Philippines. It complements the U.S.'s broader Indo-Pacific strategy, which includes strengthening alliances with Japan, South Korea, and Australia. With bases like Basa in play, the U.S. and its allies can maintain a ring of deterrence around key maritime choke points. The base's renewal has drawn attention from other ASEAN nations, sparking discussions about joint defense initiatives. The project isn't just about defense, it's also about economic growth. The renewal has attracted $70 million in U.S. funding under EDCA, creating jobs and spurring local development in Pampanga. For the Philippines, it's a win-win: bolstered security and a boost to the local economy. Basa Air Base's revival marks a turning point in the Philippines' defense strategy, blending historical legacy with modern needs. As geopolitical tensions continue to rise, this renewed airbase stands as both a symbol of resilience and a strategic outpost ready to safeguard the region's future. The clock ticks towards November 6, 2023, when the renewed Basa Air Base will officially open its doors to modernized operations.
Under the defense treaty with the Philippines is between the U.S. and the Philippines. It's about mutual protection and peace and security in the region in general. It's not focused on any other particular issue.
EDCA and all the projects here in Basa Air Base really being welcomed by the local populace because they know that it will spur economic mobility and development. At the same time, as we have look at the MDT that we have, the Mutual Defense Treaty.
This milestone is not just about infrastructure. It symbolizes the Philippines' readiness to take on growing challenges in the South China Sea and beyond. The timeline underscores the urgency of this project, aligning perfectly with the rising demand for strategic outposts in the region. At a cost of approximately $25 million, the Basa Air Base Renewal project stands as a cost-effective yet impactful investment, primarily funded by the United States through the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA. The budget reflects a focused approach to upgrading core military and logistical capabilities. In 2024, this investment is projected to yield significant dividends in terms of regional stability and operational readiness. The extended 2.8-kilometer runway is a game-changer, capable of handling cutting-edge military aircraft from fighter jets to heavy transport planes. This feature ensures rapid deployment for joint U.S.-Philippine missions and provides a critical edge in responding to potential conflicts or emergencies in the South China Sea. Given the Philippines' exposure to natural disasters, the newly built Humanitarian Assistance and Disaster Response Warehouse adds a dual-purpose capability to the base. Equipped to stockpile emergency supplies, the facility ensures swift disaster relief operations, cementing Basa Air Base's role as both a military and humanitarian hub in 2024. The addition of high-capacity fuel storage tanks allows for extended air operations without relying on external refueling facilities. This autonomy enhances mission endurance, whether for routine patrols or critical defense initiatives in contested waters. The state-of-the-art Command and Control C2 Fusion Center is the technological backbone of the renewed base. It integrates advanced communication systems, enabling seamless coordination between Philippine and U.S. forces. This facility is pivotal for executing joint operations and maintaining situational awareness in a volatile region. As 2024 unfolds, Basa Air Base's upgraded capabilities will not only strengthen the Philippines' national defense, but also serve as a cornerstone for broader regional security initiatives, showcasing the base's vital importance on the Indo-Pacific stage. In the heart of Pampanga, as the sun rises over the revitalized Basa Air Base, a new era unfolds. One where the Philippine skies are safeguarded by wings of steel and resolve. Once a historical relic, the base now stands ready to host a fleet of formidable aircraft, symbolizing the nation's leap into modern aerial warfare. Imagine the thunderous roar of F-A-50 light fighters cutting through the morning haze as they prepare for takeoff. These nimble jets, the pride of the Philippine Air Force, now have a runway built to match their prowess. The 2.8-kilometer stretch of asphalt, crafted with precision, ensures seamless operations for these light fighters and opens the door for future multi-role aircraft like the F-16 or Gripen. The scene speaks volumes. A country, long challenged by regional tensions, now projecting its aerial capabilities with confidence. These upgrades aren't just technical improvements. They're a statement, a declaration that the Philippines is ready to defend its sovereignty and hold its ground in contested skies. But the story doesn't end in the air. Beneath the buzz of engines, the base has transformed into a center of collaboration and preparation. Picture troops, Filipino and American, working shoulder to shoulder during the annual Balikatan exercises, their synchronized drills echoing the message of unity. In 2023, Basa Air Base hosted one of the most extensive Balikatan drills to date, with over 17,600 troops perfecting live-fire strategies and humanitarian response protocols. With upgraded facilities, including cutting-edge classrooms and simulation centers, the base is primed to prepare soldiers not only for combat, but also for the challenges of disaster response in a nation frequently struck by calamities. South China Sea has become a flashpoint for geopolitical conflict, with rising tensions over territorial claims and strategic control. As China continues to assert dominance in these contested waters, the Philippines finds itself at the center of a critical struggle to protect its sovereignty and economic interests. Amidst this uncertainty, the renewal of Basa Air Base stands as a strategic response to the growing challenges posed by China's aggressive posture in the region. China's extensive territorial claims, which stretch far beyond its internationally recognized borders, have sparked friction with neighboring countries, including the Philippines. Beijing's militarization of artificial islands and its interference with Philippine fishing activities near the Scarborough Shoal highlight its growing dominance in the region. This has led to a series of confrontations that threaten not only national security, but also the region's vital maritime trade routes. The Philippines, strategically located along these crucial shipping lanes, has a vested interest in maintaining its claims over areas like the Spratly Islands. The rising tension underscores the urgency for the country to bolster its defense infrastructure, and the Basa Air Base Renewal project is a critical part of this effort. In response to these regional challenges, the Philippines has strengthened its military ties with the United States, reaffirming a partnership that dates back to World War II. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, which allows for increased U.S. military presence and infrastructure development in the Philippines, has become a cornerstone of this strategic shift. The reopening of Basa Air Base as a key U.S.-Philippines joint military hub symbolizes this renewed alliance. With the U.S. providing expertise and resources, the Philippines can enhance its defense capabilities and operational readiness in the face of rising Chinese influence. This partnership not only improves the Philippines' military posture, but also contributes to broader regional stability, as both nations work to deter further Chinese aggression in the South China Sea. The Basa Air Base renewal, therefore, is not just an infrastructure project. It is part of a larger geopolitical strategy to secure the Philippines' maritime borders and reinforce its position in the shifting landscape of the Indo-Pacific. The Philippines' renewal of Basa Air Base sends shockwaves through the South China Sea. To China, it's not just a military upgrade, it's a direct challenge to its maritime dominance. What was once a quiet territorial dispute is now a high-stakes power struggle, with the balance of influence in the Indo-Pacific hanging in the balance. From Beijing, the reaction is swift and furious. The Philippines, once a passive player, is now raising the stakes with U.S. backing. Basa Air Base, reinvigorated and brimming with American support, becomes a bulwark against China's growing military presence. In response, China escalates, fortifying its artificial islands, intensifying naval operations, and increasing air patrols. The stage is set for a dangerous new chapter. For China, the U.S. presence at Basa is more than just a military challenge. It's a political affront. The U.S.-Philippine alliance strengthens, with Basa as a focal point of resistance against China's expanding reach. In Beijing's eyes, this is a direct counterbalance to its dominance in the region, a reminder that its ambitions are under serious opposition. The region stands on the brink. The Philippines, backed by the U.S., signals its intent to defend sovereignty and economic interests. For China, it's about control over the South China Sea, one of the world's most critical waterways. As tensions escalate, the question remains: will diplomacy hold, or will the winds of conflict blow stronger? The renewal of Basa Air Base marks a pivotal moment, a signal that the Philippines is no longer a passive observer, but an active defender of its future. At a pivotal moment in history, the Philippines stands resolute but cautious, with its renewed commitment to defense showcased by the Basa Air Base upgrade. This project signals a bold step in asserting sovereignty, yet the message is clear: protection, not provocation.
Our nation's continued enhancement in air strength over the years, the air capability that we have used and continue to employ in our national effort towards nationhood.
With the hum of military jets now filling the skies over Pampanga, the Philippines is strengthening its defenses while walking a fine line between power and diplomacy. The South China Sea is not just water, it's the lifeblood of the Philippines. Rich in resources and vital shipping lanes, it's essential to the nation's security and survival. China's growing claims have created a storm of uncertainty, compelling the Philippines to act. The 2016 Hague ruling, which declared China's claims unlawful, anchors the nation's strategy and gives weight to its calls for international norms. The Basa Air Base project reflects this commitment to defend its interests, while remaining firmly rooted in the principles of peace and diplomacy. The Philippines insists its actions are not a challenge to regional stability, but a step towards stronger defense and humanitarian aid. The base renewal is about securing the nation's sovereignty, not escalating conflict. Manila reassures its neighbors that its goal is cooperation, with joint exercises with allies like the U.S., strengthening regional security and goodwill. As the Department of Foreign Affairs states, this project is for defense, not provocation. Navigating this delicate balance, the Philippines must ensure its actions signal self-defense, not aggression.
As we all know, the EDCA not focuses on boosting the AEP capability, but also on the Department of National Defense various effort to level up the country's defense capabilities, that is, both the civil and military defense aspect of our country. This includes the capability to respond to natural disaster and calamities, conduct of humanitarian assistance operations, and defense against any attempt to violate our sovereignty and territorial integrity.
The renewal of Basa Air Base represents a recalibration, a firm defense strategy, coupled with a dedication to peace and cooperation. As tensions rise, the Philippines aims to be a protector, not an aggressor, in the South China Sea, treading carefully to preserve both sovereignty and stability in a turbulent region. The renewal of Basa Air Base brings both economic and social benefits to the Philippines, particularly to the local economy. With the $25 million investment in the base, there has been a surge in contracts for construction, infrastructure, and logistical support, leading to job creation and a revitalized local workforce. This economic boost extends to surrounding communities, where new businesses and services are emerging to support the military operations. Socially, the project contributes to regional security and stability by enhancing the Philippines' defense capabilities, which in turn fosters a sense of safety among citizens and neighboring countries, promoting peace and cooperation in the volatile South China Sea. The renewal of Basa Air Base marks a pivotal moment in the Philippines' defense strategy, blending historical significance with modern geopolitical realities. This revitalization not only strengthens the nation's defense capabilities in the face of rising regional tensions, but also fosters economic growth and social stability. While the project serves as a bold statement of the Philippines' commitment to safeguarding its sovereignty and interests, it also highlights the country's resolve to balance defense with diplomacy. As the region's dynamics continue to shift, Basa Air Base stands as a symbol of resilience, readiness, and the pursuit of peace, a reminder that in times of uncertainty, strength and cooperation remain the keys to securing a stable future. Thank you for tuning into our channel. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of global issues.